And finally, Africa's largest economy is facing another crisis. Nigeria's inflation has climbed to a nearly 30-year high, leaving millions of people struggling to meet basic needs like food and gas. President Bola Tinubu's plan to remove subsidies on fuel and electricity has backfired. And now the cornered president says he doesn't have a magic wand to fix inflation. Our next report details the plight of ordinary Nigerians.
With the security crisis in the south and kidnappings in the north, Nigeria is now staring at another ballooning problem: its rising inflation. The central government is unable to keep the soaring prices under check. Nigeria's inflation rate has risen every month for the last 15 months, crossing 33%, the highest it has ever been in the last 3 decades. Prices of food and basic commodities have gone through the roof. So how did Abuja land up in this messy soup? Some of it can be traced to global inflation, but a lot of it is because of the government's policies. Nigerian President Bola Tinubu had assured that his administration would fix the country's economic challenges. After taking charge last year, Tinubu introduced some new policies. The removal of subsidies on fuel and electricity, and the unification of the exchange rate. However, almost 1 year down the line, and the policies have backfired. Instead of controlling inflation, the opposite has been delivered. In March 2024, Nigeria's inflation rate jumped to 33.2%. This is up by 1.5% when compared to February 2024. Meanwhile, the inflation in March 2023 was just above 22%. On a year-on-year basis, Nigeria's inflation has spiked by almost 11%. Many Nigerians are struggling with shrinking purchasing power. Small businesses have seen a major decline in customers.
People used to place orders. I'll design for them. Sometimes, even weddings, I'll make souvenirs for them. But now, those orders are not coming in again. So it's been very, very, very difficult, especially that I have a son and he needs to go to school, he needs to eat, and
with prices of food and fuel increasing every month, Nigerians complain that being hungry has become far too common.
Like today, it was the last food. That's what I made yesterday, this morning. My son took it to school. I don't even have any in my pot now. I don't even have any to eat. I'm not even worried about that. I'm just thinking of what he will eat if he comes back.
There's nothing for us to eat. We are hungry. Our children are out of school because of the hike in fees. Now the children are at home and there's no food. They should please have mercy. We are hungry.
The cost of food has spiked between 8 to 10 times in some cities. Nigerians are now walking away from buying protein-rich foods like eggs and meat, and are relying on rice because of its low prices.
Before, a carton of this fish was sold for between 5,000 and 6,000 naira. Now it is sold for 40,000 naira. Yesterday I went to buy and I was told they have added an extra 1,000 naira. I told them I won't buy. I just walked back home.
The Tinubu government says that its policies will eventually bring down the cost of living. He says he doesn't have a magic wand to solve the inflation crisis. However, with no relief in sight, Nigerians remain skeptical of Tinubu's promises.
From impeachments to inaugurations, if it's a political story, we are on the scene. The race for the White House is heating up.
We're beating Biden.
How dare he say that?
If it's breaking news, we're live with the latest coverage. From the White House, the State Department, and Capitol Hill, we know the issues, but above all, we know the players to bring you the latest in-depth analysis on all the key stories that we're covering. I'm Eric Ham. Join me from Washington here on First Post America.